How's it going, guys, and welcome back to a brand new series on my channel. And today I am going to be introducing a new series, a collaborative series that I will be doing with 7 other YouTubers. This series is going to be called Hometown Heroes, and it's based around a draft that all of us 8 YouTubers took part in. Before the draft took place though, we had to choose one player from our hometown teams, and in this case it would be QPR for me. And this one player would be permanently in our starting 11 for the series, and I did decide to go with Leroy Furt of QPR, obviously, as my hometown player. We all know he's an absolute brute of a midfielder in this game. From that point, we went into the draft. We went through 10 rounds of picking players, where we were then allowed to pick any player that we wanted. But these players could only be picked once, so that means that every team is individual and unique. And if you don't want to see that full draft video, it will be up on Gardy FIFA's channel, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description of this one. But after we drafted the players that we wanted in our team, we are now going to be going into a group stage, with each group stage containing 4 YouTubers, and each YouTuber will play each other once in the group stage with their drafted teams, and then the top 2 players from each group will then move up to the semi-finals and up into the finals of this tournament. But now we've gone through the basics of the series, it is now time to show you guys the team that I've managed to draft. And to be honest, I've got some interesting players in there, so let's get into it. Of course, the first player that's going to be going into this team is going to be Leroy Furt, our hometown player. He's going to be in the starting 11, and hopefully he will do a good job. The reason I picked him over someone like Charlie Austin, he's got some really well-rounded stats, and he really is a physical presence in midfield as well. But we are going to start things off here with the goalkeeper. I decided to go with Courtois in goal. And to be honest, I was surprised he wasn't picked, because Courtois was one of my last picks in the draft. The first pick I actually ended up making was Neymar, actually. And this is a bit of an interesting one. I haven't played with him this FIFA, so it is a little bit of a risk. But he does have 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, blistering pace, good shooting, good dribbling. He really is what I look for in a winger. Another person that can also play left mid as well as striker, similar to Neymar, is Griezmann. He was another pick that I decided to go for. I wanted to go for Aubameyang, but in the end I thought Griezmann would be a very, very good option. The man that's really been the hero of my Real Madrid series is another player that I decided to pick, a surprise to some people, but I did decide to go with Rodriguez at cam. He really is phenomenal, he really does change a game, and that's exactly why I went with him. He's got really good all-round stats for a cam. On the right mid, I decided to go with someone a little bit out of the question, really. This was one of the positions that I ended up picking last, so there weren't really too many options left over. Preferably, I would have liked someone like Gareth Bale on the right wing, maybe Robben, but instead I've gone with Quincy Promes, and he looks like a very good player, to be honest, looking at his stats. As you can probably tell by my next pick, I'm putting a lot of trust in the Real Madrid players that I know have been very good in my career mode, and another one I went for, William Carvalho. That did shock a few people in the draft video, but he's just an absolute tank. He's everything I look for in a CDM. And surprise, surprise, another Real Madrid player going to be at left back. Again, Marcelo really isn't the fastest of fullbacks, but I still think he's a very good defender. At the right back position, it's going to be a bit of a surprise to some people, but I've decided to go for Florenzi. He's not originally a right back, but I have to say, he certainly does have the stats to play there. And the 2 centre-backs I decided to go for were Otamendi and also Manolas. Quite a lot of pace between the 2 of them. Manolas has some outstanding stats, he really does. Very good pace, good defending and good physical stats as well. Otamendi also looks like a very good player as well, very good defending. But again, these 2 centre-backs aren't really the tallest, and they're certainly not the highest rated either, so maybe I'm going to regret going for lower rated players. But when you are 4th in the draft, you just have to go with the players that are available, and you can't really go with the players that you really, really want. Obviously, I would have wanted Ronaldo, I would have wanted Messi, but they were taken very early on for good reasons. But that is the whole team. We've got a pretty strong lineup, to be honest. We've got some standout players in there. We've got players like Neymar, Rodriguez, and the first episode of Hometown Heroes will be out on Saturday, guys, so look out for that in your sub boxes. It will probably be out Saturday morning UK time, and it's going to be a very, very interesting game. We will be coming up against Gardy FIFA, so hopefully I will see you on that video. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.